Hello everybody, welcome back to another How I Made Somebody or How I Made videos. I hope you're staying safe. Obviously, we know what's going on around here. It's quarantine time. I feel like this is the right time I could do this. I am crushed with homework right now, but I will get it done when I can. But for now, I want to just redo this video just to shorten it a little bit. My last video was long, so it's almost an hour. But I'll show you a little bit of clips of it, and just about how the song started, and my first feature, Leah and the people that helped with the song, and yeah, pretty much. So roll it. This song started way back in September, September the 26th. I think I just woke up at 4:30 in the morning that day. Couldn't really sleep, and I had this melody in my head. I hear something in my head, and I feel like I should write it down. It sounds like a cool, catchy Ed Sheeran type of vibe. I wanna do something with somebody, so I daydream like it's a hobby. And that's all I had at first. So, I mean, that's pretty blah blah blah. Okay, we get it. So as soon as I got that written out, I fell back asleep, got back on my computer hours later, written out something. What you probably hear in the background of that song was probably it, but I don't think it was. And then I made a track to it, recorded my lyrics, and I didn't have a verse, and then I wrote a verse, and then put it on SoundCloud. So this is what it sounded like. Then I forgot to save it, lost all of it, so I restarted, and then this is what it sounds like.
I wanna do something with somebody, 'cause I daydream like it's what's on your mind. Plethora of things, it feels like the world's blind.
Alright, fast forward, we're in the song, here it is right here. I'm just gonna play it real quick. I had to pitch it up because I wanted her to sing it easily and not make her struggle, so obviously I had to re-record all my vocals, but first things I started really working on were like the piano, just simple stuff. Pitched it up. And everybody I showed this to, they're like, bro, this sounds like Chainsmokers, bro. I get that, but like, when the drop hits, bro, nah, man. It's a whole different vibe, I should say. Obviously, it is poppy sounding, but I'm transitioning into the pop-ish sort of, stuff. So, bear with me. We got more stuff. Nice sounding strings. Oh man, we got Zach on the guitar. Zach, let's take a look at this chorus.
I wanna do something with somebody. Cause I daydream like it's a hobby.
I recorded this a couple times. She did it maybe like less times than I have. She was only here for a period of time.
I wanna do something with somebody.
And then I got my crowd sounding vocals.
With somebody.
It's not as intense right here as in the chorus. So what else do we got? Oh, these are the harmonies that she got.
Much better than a text from you, yeah. So come through, girl, I need somebody. So girl, what's on your mind? Plethora of things, it feels like the world's blind.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about Leah for a sec. I'm sure y'all want to know who this woman is. I got a snap from Leah a couple weeks later. She's like, I really want to do a song. You do? Leah, her Instagram. You could probably check her out and find a video on there. If not, then she usually uploads them to Snapchat. Sometimes. It's very rare you'll see her. She doesn't write music. She doesn't write lyrics, but she can sing really well. She can play guitar. So she wanted to do a song with me. I showed her a lot of my stuff about a year ago, and she was like really liking it, vibing to it. And she just thought about maybe doing a song. And she reached out to me for it because she knows I do it. So I'm like, sure. We did start with another song first, but it was crazy because it actually started with her using my laptop. Last year it was at camp and she was trying to make a beat and I'm showing her how to do it. She like finally made something. It was like literally one bar, but she liked it. So I decided to forward this song to her. It just started growing on her more and more and she was liking it. So I'm like, wow, okay, good. This wasn't the song I didn't think I was gonna have like another vocalist on, but maybe I could do it. And we did it. Yay! All right, let's get into, let's go to the second verse. You guys want to hear her? Let's listen to it.
Long day, short nights, unwind, feel a little lonely always. Something on my mind, maybe you'll show me real love, passion.
So I was kind of like, oh snap, when I found out she didn't write music. So we just went online and rhymezone.com and just did something on the spot pretty much. Took about 20 minutes for the whole thing. Recording, another kind of 10 minutes, but I was writing the lyrics. She was kind of helping out. But after that, I was just kind of mouthing what I wanted her to sing, and then she kind of got it, and then we did a couple takes, and then if we wanted to go back and redo some takes, yeah, let's do it. Anything to make you happy, anything for perfectionists, just to make the song as good as possible. So it worked out.
So baby, can't you see? I just want you here with me. No more.
I showed my friend Jonah this, and he's like, "Dude, that sounds like that Chainsmokers song, Closer." Thanks. Also does sound like the Fetty Wap song, "Baby." You know what? Forget it. I'm not even gonna bring that up. But we have a little ear candy areas, kind of like this. It's hard to hear, but it's there.
Too. So baby, can't you see? I just want you here with me.
Harmonies.
No more sorrow, no more shame. There's no place I'd rather be. There's no place I'd rather be. Got some way to
just little ear candy areas.
get you.
This song actually worked out pretty well because like it kind of tells both sides of the story and they're wanting to be with each other. Now at this point of time, what we're going through right now in the real world, maybe this isn't the best time for that, but since this is a song, let's just put that aside, I guess. Now man, dude, before this song actually was popping, let me show you what it actually sounded like before I did all this. And this is like right when she pretty much came to my house to record this. Let me go I think it's this one.
I wanna do something with somebody. 'Cause I daydream like it's a high.
So what is making this song so big? I'll go instrumental real quick. Obviously the vocals are kind of making it big, but it's not good. It's not good enough. Is this the?
Yeah, I wanna do something with somebody.
Obviously we gotta have strings. Now for the producers out there who want to know what this is pretty much Contact and Expand 2. I really like the string ensemble. It sounds realistic. We got a chorus guitar. That's actually me playing. As you can see, my name is right there. And then here's Zach on bass. Some of the stuff wasn't recorded or here, and the beat. I mean, I just had to mix it all to make it sound good.
Yeah, I wanna do something with somebody.
And all these vocals here.
It's a hobby.
Let's go into maybe the vocal processing. I'm sure some of you who are producers want to know, dang, your vocals sound pretty good. How'd you get it like that?
I figured you out in your state of mind. Thought about you 8,000.
So we got a lot of plugins going on over here. Let's start with a nakedness.
Girl,
I figured you out in your state of mind. Thought about you ain't the
Noise gate, just taking out background noise. Auto tune.
girl. I figured you out in your state of mind.
It sounds like it's not really doing much, but it is. It's keeping my notes intact with the song. If I go off key, it'll correct it. It's not that much, so I'm trying to sing.
Girl, I
EQ,
figured you out in your state of mind. Thought about you ain't thousand.
just correct, just subtractive stuff. Then we got this C6.
Girl, I figured you out in your state of
You
mind.
hear what it's doing to the vocals?
Girl, I figured you out in your state of mind.
You hear all that boxiness in that range right there, that dip? You don't want that to overpower. It kind of just makes your vocals sound muddy or boxy, and that's what I don't want. Also, around the 2 to 4,000 hertz,
Girl,
our human range, well, obviously it's 20 to 20,000, but when we speak, most of the frequencies are hitting that range. So when I sing, it's gonna kind of be louder in that area. I want to tone that area down, so
girl,
it's not,
I
you know.
figured you out in your state of mind.
I have a C6 mono. I'm not sure. Oh, to take out some more lows,
Girl, I figured you out in your state of mind.
just in case that wasn't enough. More. Then we got this 402 compressor.
Girl,
More
I
compression.
figured you out in your state of mind.
This thing looks crazy, doesn't it? It's not, bro. It's literally like, just take out that bottom section. Actually, take out that top section. It's literally the copy of it. They're doing the same exact thing. Just know how to use a compressor. Let's go to the mix down. This plugin's kind of like for mix downs, but it's good for vocals too if you know how to use it.
Girl, I figured you out in your state of mind.
Glue.
Thought about you ain't thousand times.
So this has a lot of processing going on. And then I have it routed to a channel. Reverb. Pretty simple though.
Girl, I figured you out in your state of mind. Thought about you ain't thousand times. Through a screen we feel so confined. Girl,
And then we got the background vocals. Not much going on here. Just a little bit of EQ. Just a little bit of compression. Mixed down. Just, yeah. Leah's vocals about the same. Oh, snap. I think Leah has more. Because she sounds so much better than I do. Let's be honest. Or at least she can sing.
Feel a little lonely always. Something on my mind. Maybe you'll show me real love, passion.
She's pretty much there.
You're my
She just, I don't know what's all with all this processing. It's not, it's just, you think the auto-tune's doing the work. Not really. It's kind of like the processing is doing most of the work. The reverb, I mean, just to make it sound fitting in the track. And also, the way she sounds, the way she sings, it like fits right into this track. So, a major bonus right there.
Feel a little lonely always. Something on my mind. Maybe you'll show me
That's also me playing that guitar here.
this.
Yeah. It's right. You guys want to see my bass guitar? Here. Ah, shoot, I forgot what it was called. It's like a Yamaha RBX or something. Not RBX. It is. I got this at Guitar Center. Sounds so good. The guy who recommended it to me said it was like the best studio bass for recording. I'm like, all right. Yeah, man, I'll go for it. $200. Oh yeah, I kind of just got Guitar Rig like probably a month ago, and I'm digging it. Some people might not like it, but it's better than what I had before. Because the last video I had, it was not this. It was a little bit. It was a free product. But this is really good. This is what it sounds like dry. Yeah, not much beef to it. Obviously, I want a bit more bass to it, and you know. We got this kick. It's like a trap kick. The boy. And then we got this like African type beat. This kind of, yeah.
Passion, you're my distraction. I need some.
And as you hear this melody right here, kind of you can hear that throughout the song. It's like a cool little other melody I had, and also for this section here. This was new. This wasn't in the last video, so this is added. My friend Sam R, who produces, like, recommended me like something to put there. I showed him the track. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I think it does need a little bit of something moving there, because I had the guitar there at first, but I don't feel it was on one side. I don't know how much it was moving the track, so just a little bit more, just to kind of really move the track. And what gives this track its flavor, I believe, is the chords. I mean, what if they sounded like Chainsmoker chords? You know what I mean? Like, just 3 notes. I mean, come on, you gotta have like major 7s and sustains and like all this stuff that I don't really know about, even though I took music theory. It's just using my ears, I would know this is what it should sound like, because I feel like that's the way. I don't know what I was gonna say. It just sounds good. Okay, simple chord. Okay, another major chord. Oh, hold on, okay. Doo, with that little doo-doo. Okay, I see what you're doing here, Jazz. Jeffrey, it's my nickname. Oh, that chord? I wish it like had some like area like logic. It tells you what chord it is when you play it. That's just a nice chord, man. That's just so funky. And it really fits with the song too. It's just... And then the drums, dude. The drums are just... Okay, producer tip. So if you have a clap that sounds kind of dull, or, you know, like, just listen to this. You feel like it needs more energy to it. Here's what I do. I know I would do this in its own channel, but what I've learned is if I take this into another channel and actually parallel compress it and just turn the wet all the way up, there's actually a lot more energy coming out of that. So you can kind of control the clap instead of be like, all right, I don't really know where to sit this wet and dry mix. Producer tip. Try it out. And what makes it big too is like these booms and stuff. We got these. Yeah, man. There's an explosion of impacts right here. Oh snap, look what we have here. A little Easter egg. I guess I just never used this. Let's turn it on and see what it sounds like. This is Leah's part. So Leah, just close your ears when you see this.
Long day, short nights, unwind, feeling real lonely, always something on my mind. Maybe you'll show me real love, passion. You're my distraction. I need.
It's not that bad, even though it's running through plugins. I mean, there's probably something she liked that she did not like about it. So.
Long day, short nights, unwind, feeling real lonely, always.
Yeah, man. It just sits well. It just sits really well. What else do we have? These cool sound effects with her voice. I'll show you how I did this stuff right here. Listen.
I need you.
Ooh. Okay. So, this is actually... There's a lot of sounds going into this mixer channel here. All it is this delay that sits out.
I need you.
Just the other, you know, stereo delay, and then I have subspace reverb giving it a lot of ambience.
I need you.
Just huge ambience here, and then I just kind of EQ'd out
I need you.
areas that kind of stuck out. But with that, man, it works. And also in the the chorus. Let's go back to the chorus, or the instrumental section or whatever. Where is it? This strings. Yeah, that's in there too. I think there's a lower part in here too. Let me check. I think it's this part. Yeah. And this is actually, this is the bass. This is the synth bass that comes in right before that drop chorus. So I think I just like sampled a section of that, pitched it to the right key I wanted it to, and then I guess distorted it. It doesn't look distorted here, but who knows? It's going through that same patch, and it just brings a song more fullness to it, I believe, because without it, it would kind of just sound a little bit dry, just a tiny bit dry, not too much of it. Let's see what it sounds like without it. Yeah, I feel like something could really be there to sustain a lot of fullness into the track. So there it is. Yeah, just keeps going too. I like when it keeps going, even when I stop it. And then last but not least, this is like the last thing I did on the song. It was ad libs. I listened to some other songs and I realized they always like do these vocal runs in like the last chorus, like artists that can sing really well. Not me. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should, for the last chorus, I should just freestyle, even though I could probably just record some areas. I feel like that maybe needs some, but yeah, ad libs.
Somebody, yeah. Oh, babe. Feel better, yeah.
So just areas like that. I couldn't really holler at Leah like, yo, can I get you to do ad libs on this track like a month after we finish it?
I wanna do something with somebody, yeah. 'Cause I daydream like it's a happen.
And I love this guitar rhythm, like an X. Yeah, these are one of the 4 files he sent me, and it wasn't even the exact rhythm I sent him. It was supposed to be, and he played it like this, and I still liked it. Yeah, that sidechain really gives a lot of drive to the song too. But yeah, it was 17 hours, and I was like, you know, I gotta go back and finish some, just tied it up, and then it turned into like 23 hours. So, and that's a long time, but it's worth it. Like, think about this, for a quality track like this, it should be like at least that long. But yeah, that's the whole song. So I do have a mastering video I'm going to show you. So roll it.
All right, guys. So I'm at Bridgepoint today, and I'm gonna master this track. I got Leah here with me, the girl that was on this. Oh yeah, say something. She doesn't want to say anything. She's not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna show you the mastering process that I usually do for my tracks. This one sounds pretty big, so usually like what I start with is probably some EQing. So I like to do the mid-side technique. Let's go ahead and throw the patcher. Pretty delicious.
I wanna do something with
Awesome.
I daydream like it.
I like to start with the mono section. Usually I always filter out low end with high pass. I don't want to go too far because I don't want the bass to just be non-existent.
I wanna do something with somebody.
We're not going to need anything below, maybe not this low. I might have to turn the speakers up. Let's go to the chorus. It's gonna be loud. Just bear with me, Leah, because
What are you doing right now?
right now I am.
Wait, I think I understand what you're doing. Let me
Yeah.
try to guess.
Well, I was.
You go. You go.
Yeah, I was EQing the mono and the side. So anything I hear that in the mono section that sounds like it needs some tweaking or EQing, I'll just EQ that section and it won't affect the side at all. And then when I'm done with that, I'll listen to the side. It sounds weird on speakers, but on headphones, it's kind of easier to hear. As you can see, it kind of shows what's, the whole frequency. There's a lot of area over here that's brighter than most of the spectrum, and there's a lot of bass, so I won't really have to, touch more over here. But what I like to do is just reduced volume here. And most notably, pay attention to this area over here. Our human range of hearing is like 20 to 20,000, and where our ears hear talking the most, or the frequencies where we hear ourselves talk, is around 2,000 to 5,000. So if I was boosting that section, I really wouldn't do that if our ears are more sensitive in that area. So I'd probably just back off a little bit. And also the areas over here, I'd probably make this a bit more narrower. And most notably this area, which is the muddy section of the whole track. So let's not boost that. Let's cut that, because no one likes. Clears things up. So. High end. I think that's fine. I don't really want to touch anything. So the side. Now that we have the side going, we don't hear any bass. So I guess that means we could cut out some of the low end over here, since we're not going to really be using that, but not too much. I don't want to be all right, I can't hear anything, but obviously the smart people go right about 100 hertz. It's a little heavy there with the vocals, so I'll bring that a bit down. That's good. So just boosted the higher end, and then together it should sound like this. Might not be a huge difference, but I'll just turn it off and on for you guys. So those who are listening on headphones are like, oh, I heard something. Okay, cool. So next thing I usually do is probably let's see, what I might use this. I don't usually use this on all my tracks, but this is pretty much the multi-band compressor. So a compressor kind of compresses vocals. I told Leah what a compressor does the other day. She's like, oh, okay. So it's kind of just doing that in sections. So maybe almost like EQing, but compressing. So that's. I can also control it, I could take increase the range maybe to not that way. -4, okay. Clears up a bit more. And without it. With just making more room for the vocals, I'd say, and clearing up. And why not? I'll just try to control some frequencies up here. I like to usually solo this. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Hold on. Yeah, solo button. I can just hear that frequency by itself. Something right there has it clipping, so we'll bring that down. Take it off of solo. So about 2,000 hertz. Probably do that. I could probably just do this. Already sounds a little bit more clear. How do you think, Leah? It sounds pretty good, right? Look,
Yeah.
put some lotion. All right, let's move on. What else? I like to put, not that I need to, a Maximus, But I always do this. I mono the low section. Ding-a-ling. You want to know why? Yeah, I want to know why. Okay, so like if you're listening on loudspeakers in the PA, imagine having your song all like stereoized in the bass. That would like make so much phase issues, and that would make your sound or your PA sound kind of weird. So we always low mono our low frequencies so we don't experience any of that. Any like big concerts do this, or if you're mastering your music, yeah, they'll probably do that. So I wouldn't have it going stereo. I don't really touch these as well. This is basically just like a mastering kind of thing. What's up, man? We're pretty much done with the track. I'll show you later.
Really?
Yeah. I think we just re-recorded our parts, and then
The one that you were playing yesterday?
yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. I think we just
Dude,
re-recorded
sick.
parts. I can show you when we're finished though. But right now we're just mastering it. I'm teaching her how to, even though she's not gonna do it.
Bro, it's good stuff to learn though.
Yeah, it's a lot to learn. She actually asked, so it doesn't take that long, and it's like, yeah, it only took like the first time we met, it took like an hour or two.
Just like a few takes, and then the stuff takes the longest is like mixing and mastering it and
Yeah,
stuff.
and producing, of course, but like,
Right.
but I mean, yeah, we pretty
Dude,
much did the
sick, man.
vocals and we're done. So we just gotta master it. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. I didn't know Andy was here. All right. What else? What I usually do next is apply some compression, and not like something you would do to the vocals. I'm speaking in logical terms for anybody who doesn't do this stuff. So like, probably more relaxed compressor would work. I like using this one. It kind of works for mastering too, even though it's meant mostly for vocals or guitar, drums. But you can also use this lightly, and it does look a bit complicated for those who are like, what the heck is this? This is pretty much one of the compressors you see when you go in a studio, and it's sitting on the rack over next to your mixer board, and you pretty much plug it in and mess with it. So what I like to do is pick a preset, which is a little easier, but I still have to make some changes. So like maybe like Brujo Master Bus, meant for mastering, and take a look at the settings since they have it tweaked. Ratio 1:5, I'll probably go up to 2. That's okay. Attack is all the way up. That's okay. We're letting the transients come through. Release is all the way back. So if we were to heavily compress this, which it's heavily compressing, I might be able to go further, but I probably won't do it too much because I don't want to ruin the dynamics of the track. I just want to have the track glued together and not squashed. So says we can bring the threshold back. That's like too much right there. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I mean, that's pretty simple. And they do have a limiter here, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use something else. But before I do, this is my favorite thing of the whole thing, mastering. I don't know why I've been doing this, but I've been getting a lot of shine in my tracks with this blood overdrive. It's meant for distortion, so I wouldn't even touch the preamp if I were you. I would probably touch color, and it kind of messes with the high frequencies. So listen to this. Oh my god, it feels like I'm in Elsa's Iceland, bro. It was like super crystal. Alright, yeah. And if it was like too much for y'all to handle, I usually back off on the post filter, but since it's not too much of a big deal, I can control it with, I could probably even bring it back here. I mean, it depends on where you put these. It might change the sound, but not too much. So if it was too much, I put it here and then control the high end with this little thing over here, which I'll probably do right now since that's a good idea. So let's take a listen to the before and after. It's gonna be kind of big right here. Before. After. Juicy. Juicy. Not juicy, guys. Don't say that. Lastly, I like to put another compressor on, and this one's more of a master bus compressor. It's my favorite CLA mixdown. And I used to do it lightly. I used to just leave it like this because it was doing mostly. But I've been selecting this preset called Mr. Squeeze. I didn't name it that, I promise you. I could have named it Juicy, but obviously no one's going to use that preset, right? But yeah, Squeeze is kind of just squeezing it all together. As you can see, the gain reduction is being done up here. A lot of gain reduction, Jesus Louises. I usually take off the drive and let the glue sit where it is, and then I control the input because I can leave this where it is and just control the how much I want with input. Probably go back a little bit. Cool. And if, you know, this is another option for the, I guess, the sound you're wanting to get, but I usually just keep it on 1 if anybody has this plugin. And then I'll probably compensate for volume by bringing the output back to where it was originally. I'll back off on the high end just a little bit. I'm sorry to say, but I'll do it just a little bit. Sounds good. All right, I said last thing, but I swear to God, this is the last thing I'll put. It's the clipper. So what the clipper does is it's taking like any just random loud transients in the track. Let's say, obviously that clap was loud, but it's hard to say. The loudest parts are like usually this section, but as you can see, the peaks, the very top peaks, like this little thing right here. The clipper is going to pretty much clip that top section a little bit, and it helps you get more volume out of the track. So obviously the track is kind of quiet, but so if you were like stupid like I was and did this, you're pretty much clipping already. So let's like go back a little bit.
Long day, short night.
Always select your loudest section, so Leah's beautiful section is not gonna work. And the little red light tells me that, you know, it's doing its work, but I don't want it to be like a lot of red, because who knows, you could be clipping, you might not hear it, but on headphones you could, or you know, speakers in your car. So I try to be careful with it. So it sounds about right. And then I don't usually apply a limiter, which is something we all should do, or all would do. I'm just different, so get used to it. I usually use gain and just bring up the volume. And when usually I export, I don't get any clipping. I can bring it above 0. You would think it'd clip, but it doesn't. Want to see the magic? So you probably would hear the like, you know, XXX. You know. So it's not there. I don't know how my computer does it, but I guess I have the magic tricks. And I just gave you guys all the magic tricks. So pay me later. Before. Just explodes in your face, dude. It's like
So good.
I know. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. Leah, do you have anything to say about this song, or I mean, thoughts? You know, I mean, anything will.
Listen to it when it drops.
Listen to it when it drops.
Stream it.
Yeah, stream it. Obviously, this video will be released when the song is released, which I don't know exactly yet, because right now we're just recording it. We don't have a release date, but I'm glad I got to work on this with Leah. I'm glad she worked on me with it. I'm ready for some more stuff. We might be doing stuff in the future, so just keep on the lookout for that. I'll try to keep updates. She will too. But for now, this is our song, and it's gonna go top 10 on Billboard, and we're gonna be breaking Lil Nas. So I'll see you guys on the next one.